And I know that I will get there, just not the when, the where, the how. And I know the road is long, and I know the scars run deep, and I know that
Ready for how I should give you my...
So here we are at Q's house.
Hey.
That would be Q.
Everything's under construction. Furniture everywhere. There's paint outside. I'm just glad he got in one piece.
With no black paint.
It's that dangerous. And he got lost. He was like across the street. I didn't know. In this neighborhood, is John surviving?
I'm sorry.
It's dangerous. There's I didn't realize Orlando was that dangerous. There's Stace. So here we are. We're going to do a podcast now. And he graciously is allowing us to come in and be part of his upcoming podcast. So it's kind of very, very cool. I'm excited about this. And we'll shoot some more when we're actually doing things. All right. See ya.
Usually when a band goes on tour, a lot of times they give it a name. There's no band with you on tour. It's just you on tour, and yet you've got a name. Like you would arrive in 18 semi trucks to set up the Plunder the Booty tour, which is an awesome name. But I want to know, what have you plundered so far?
Well, we got to tell you how we got the name Plunder the Booty. We were driving down. Last Thursday we left New Jersey about 9 a.m. So we did like 20 hours of driving the first day we were going to Miami. And we got like 2 hours out of Miami and we stopped and everything. But on the way, of course, we're stopping at rest areas to gas up and take pee breaks and stuff. And of course, rest areas have those awesome machines in the bathrooms where you can get various novelties and
or other things.
Or other things.
Oops, gave myself away.
One of the things in the girls' room, and I didn't know it until I looked at the pictures, just took the camera and took a picture of the machine, was it was like a novelty thing. You didn't know what you were getting, so it was Plunder the Booty. And you put in your money and you turn the thing and whatever came out, came out. And I was like, Plunder the Booty, that's the name of this tour.
How much does it cost to plunder the
75 cents.
That's a pretty good deal.
Okay. I'll play, this is the first single that we put out off the new CD. And it's called Starring Role. To play.
What are some of the pitfalls that beginning musicians can avoid when they do tours? Because I've seen so many come back and said, we spent this massive amount of money and we're only making this little bit here, there, and down the road. What advice do you have starting out? Say, hey, look, avoid this, don't do this.
Don't spend.
No hookers.
Okay, spend in the right places. Here's what I mean by spend in the right places.
Cheap hookers.
Yes. Okay, you got to know where to get your cracks from. Don't get the high quality stuff. No. So,
BYOC.
Yes. I bought the van. Right. That was what I was an investment that I looked at. Is where do I want to spend my money? Buying the van and doing some renovations in the van. I now have a van that's got a fridge, a microwave, a DVD, a TV, a VCR, everything I need or everything a hotel room would have. And I've got the ability to sleep 4 people in it. So
that's everything a musician can want.
Well, you know what it is I go to a supermarket and I pack the fridge. $30 at a rest stop, or $30 per stop at a rest stop, or $50 every 3 days, fill in the fridge. That's where you don't spend your money on the road. I could just go and eat at rest stops all the time, but I do spend $150 a day. $50 every 3 days, you can eat pretty well if, and I mean, you can eat pretty
You
well.
hear
if
that,
we're eating
Rachel
good
Ray?
stuff.
You and your $40 a day making musicians go hungry, broke, not hungry, broke.
$40 a day actually wouldn't be bad.
No, it wouldn't.
But I mean, I do it a little cheaper than that, and you know what? You got to know, like, I mean, it helps that I don't run up big bar tabs, and most of my tour expense is gas. That's about it. Gas and you know, little things here and there, but
So, not a
Yeah.
heavy drinker.
no, not when I'm singing. Let's clarify it. Not when I'm singing.
Okay, that's good, because I was like, all right, not a heavy drinker, not a smoker. You're going to have a vice.
We'll go with porn.
I saw that
And
too.
you see, that's why
I did. I feel like I know you so well after seeing that tour diary
That's it.
that I would just this is this week's guest, and all you have to do is link to his tour diary. I'm not even going to bother interviewing, because any embarrassing thing I could ask you've already done to yourself holding your own
I
camera.
have no shame, and that's the beauty of it.
Oh, what's...
We have people coming to shows, walking up to Stace now. Stacy's my tour manager, and people walk up to her and just start talking to her like they know her. And she's like, where have I met you?
Because
no,
she
I've been
has,
watching you on the tour.
the world's hottest...
No, it's called Think of You.
It's my bad, baby.
The alarm clock goes off again. Another day is starting. I open up my eyes to find that the dog feet on the floor. With one big sigh, I'm at the bed. The kitchen smells like someone's dead. I guess the cat threw up like 100 times before. The coffee maker's broke. I burned my effing toes. Guess it can't get much worse. There's only one way to go from here. When it seems all hope is lost, yet it isn't worth the cost. I just close my eyes and I think of you. 'Cause in a world where nothing is real.
I've got some fuzzy PJs on.
Right.
It sort of puts you in your place. She's laughing. Do you ever tour with more than just yourself?
Yes.
How's it?
I've toured as a duo, I've toured as a trio, and I've toured as a full band. So it'll depend on how much money I have sitting in the bank, you know, or how much money I'm making on those particular string of dates. If I have the budget, I would go out full tour, full band, all the time. It just costs a lot to do that.
I thought that I had the world's worst luck in flying, and anyone who's listened to the show knows
You read that, huh?
for a good 4 or 5 month period, I'm flying like every other weekend. Just the most horrible things happen to me, and I thought it was me. And I'm planning on going on the offensive when I go traveling again next week. But you, sir, have the world's worst flying travel experience in a single day
And it's the only bad one I've ever had.
that I've seen. See, at least, I mean, mine were pretty bad. But at
Like-
least I
Well, I was in Nashville, and I got home from Nashville on a Thursday to find an email from my agent saying, "Hey, call me immediately." I call him up, and he's like, "You got to go to Iowa tomorrow." I'm like, "Dude, I just stepped off a plane from Nashville." He goes, "I got you a showcase at a college, college thing, and you got to go." I'm like, "Okay." So he goes, "Let's get on right now." He goes, "We're flying NWA. Try to get on the flight I'm on." It was like a 6 a.m. flight. We figured we'd get me on. So we did. We get me on the flight. No big deal. Get to the airport like 4:15 the next morning, and I go to the NWA counter. And they don't have my reservation, so they can't check me in. I'm like, "We paid for a flight last night. Where's the reservation?" They took them like 20, 30 minutes to find my reservation. We find my reservation. Great. We get on the plane. Whatever. Flying to Minneapolis on our way to Cedar Rapids. Somebody dies on our plane. I'm like, okay, the tone of this day is going downhill in a hurry.